Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, Football Gist. It's been a very interesting World Cup so far, against all odds. I have with me Josefa.
Hello.
Yeah, I have with Josefa. We're live here in Qatar for the World Cup 2022. We're in the semi-finals already, so it feels like just a weekend. We're in the semi-finals, right?
Yeah.
And against all odds, Morocco is in the semi-finals of the World Cup. So today, the question is this Africa's World Cup, in your opinion?
At some point, I believe it is because Morocco did not have um, they did not have the chance.
Nobody
Nobody gave them the
Morocco
chance.
to get this far.
Nobody even saw an African team having a chance. Mostly people actually looked at Senegal as
The only African
the
country
only African country that actually has a chance of reaching somewhere, which is like the same.
Not Ghana.
Not Ghana. Of course, I mean, it's Ghana.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think no one thought Morocco would go this far, and they have actually
It
surprised
surprised the whole world. So having come this far,
Yes.
we can't say it's entirely luck.
Yeah.
Morocco has they've gotten their dues. They have deserved their position in semi-finals. They have played well. They knocked out Spain, knocked out Portugal.
Yeah.
So can these, whatever it is, luck, hard work, determination, whatever it is, can this take them all the way to the trophy?
It can.
It can.
Yes.
Let's look at the pros and the cons. Let's look at the factors that are working in their favor and the factors that are not working in their favor. Morocco is not the greatest of sides with the biggest of names. You can pick out 2-3 major names: Ziyech, Saiz, Hakimi. Those are the basic names. Nobody knew the goalkeeper, prior to this World Cup.
MVP goalkeeper, by the
Right.
way.
So nobody really knew this goalkeeper, but here we are. All right. Something is going right for this team. Nobody gave Rigaragui, the coach, a chance, right?
Yeah.
So, what is it that's going right for this team? There's determination, there's hard work. They're playing with heart, which we have seen
and support.
Yes, we've seen with every team that has come far in this World Cup. It's about heart. Every team that has somewhat felt entitled has dropped off.
Yes.
Spain, Portugal, Germany, right? So we have seen that Argentina started off with that sense of entitlement and they lost out. They lost the very first game to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, which is one of the lowest ranking teams.
Exactly. So here we are. Argentina realized that and sat up.
Yes.
Same thing has happened with Portugal, so to say. But Portugal lost out to a hard-fighting Moroccan side.
Yeah.
Now, going into the semis, right?
Yeah.
What will it take for Morocco to beat France? What does Morocco have that can push them, take them past France? What does France have to stop Morocco?
So far, I think, or it's similar to if France would go with the same mindset as Portugal, thinking, well, we're better
Superior.
we're superior.
Mm-hmm.
That would actually make them lose,
Yeah.
which is something that has made probably, let's say, a team like Spain, although they had a younger team, they did not see Morocco in any way, shape, or form losing,
the opponent,
winning against them. And France so far have showed consistency in strength, winning games. Like, they aren't taking anyone as a joke, and this has kept them well.
Mm-hmm.
While Morocco has the passion, they have the whole support of the whole continent and more.
Yeah. So do you think Morocco's success,
Yes.
as it were, so far is based on the underdog tag? Because nobody sees them coming. You come into a game against Morocco and you feel it's Morocco, right?
Yeah.
And then Spain learns the hard way. Portugal learned the hard way. 10-man Morocco, they got a red card in the closing stages of the game.
Yes.
So nobody sees that. Don't you think now France has learned, right? So Morocco is still coming with the underdog tag, right? Do you think France will consider them underdogs? Do you think France will see them as underdogs?
Yes, France will see them as an underdog because so far from this whole tournament, France hasn't actually played with a serious competition. Even with England, I do not think England played well, but I did not feel England
Could beat France.
And France didn't really see England as a competition for them.
For the records, I feel France beat England. England has a great side.
Yeah.
I dare to say, and it's time to be corrected, that England probably has a richer squad than France. They just don't have a manager that can utilize the resources that he has in his team. But anyway, Morocco went ahead, got to the semi-finals of the World Cup against all odds, bearing an underdog tie, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is a different stage entirely now. Everybody is now aware. The surprise element is gone.
Yes.
They beat Spain. Nobody thought they would beat Portugal, but they did. So all the surprises are now gone. Everybody's going to take them seriously, all right? Like we said, man for man, you don't really have any big names, yeah? But you have a unit. You have a team of players who are giving their all. France, you can liken France to be at the same level with Spain, with Portugal. So if Morocco was able to knock out Spain and Portugal, there is every chance that Morocco can knock out France.
Definitely.
But now, they did that against the background of the underdog. Nobody saw them coming. But now everybody sees potentially that this team can get all the way to the finals. What now happens? Because the surprise is over.
Yeah.
You can't take anybody by surprise. And now you're being considered very seriously.
Yes.
France has learned as well. Now, I believe, and I strongly believe that the stage is now different. This is the semi-finals of the World Cup, right?
Yes.
Now, this is a French side who has been there, right? This is a French side who has been, who were world champions, current world champions, current defending champions of the World Cup, right? Now, I feel like France has a bit more of experience than the Moroccan side.
Yeah,
What do you think?
You are right. And I'm going to quote an NBA
superstar.
No, not a star, but basically
The slogan.
a slogan.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the word, a slogan.
Mm-hmm.
Strength in numbers
Okay.
and World Cup curse. I still feel that is something that is could be against France, and in football it happens.
Okay.
While Morocco, as you say, they're playing as a unit, and that would actually give them that strength to actually reach the final. Even if they don't win the final, Croatia did it in 2018. They played as a team, and they were able to reach the
So you get to the
final.
Right.
It wasn't because, well, they had experienced players, but
Right.
it was just 3 or 4. But then that strength in number because they're playing as a team, and that is why it is a team. One player that is trying to destabilize the team, it's a circle, and one player is rotten, the whole team gets cut off. So you need that strength. If you're a unit, you would go far.
Okay, so against the background of considering the fact that the Moroccans have they're going to miss a couple of key players. Shadira is on the red card, so he's out of the competition as it is. Sabri is doubtful with an injury. Saiz is doubtful with an injury. He's out for a couple. We don't know exactly the extent of his injury. And then Ziyech is injured. Ziyech is very doubtful for this game.
Yeah.
Don't you think that will affect the dynamics in the Moroccan side? I mean, they managed to hold on against Portugal without these guys. 10 men without Ziyech. Ziyech had to go off. Saiz had to go off. Chedira got a red card. They managed to hold on in the closing stages against. But now you have at least 90 minutes against a French side flying with Dembele, flying with Mbappe, Giroud, Griezmann, who for me has been one of the standout players in this tournament. Yeah. There's Tchouaméni, there's Rabiot against all expectations. Rabiot has been impressive as well. So can Morocco hold out with the with these players missing out against this French side in the semi-finals of the World Cup, where they have never been before? The French side has a somewhat new team, but they still have a sprinkle of players who played the last World Cup final. Yeah. So there's that experience factor coming in, right? Yeah. So can Morocco hold out without some key players against a French side with all the experience when Morocco doesn't have all that experience at this level, and the surprise element is over?
Okay. Well, I still think all the players you listed, only one of these players is confirmed not playing, which is the red
The
card.
red card, yeah. No, Ziyech is doubtful. Sabiri is doubtful.
So
as well.
doubtful could mean
Doubtful for the game.
They were subbed out based on the fact that, well, we need to sub them out.
Okay.
So they might have just been exhausted and they just need rest. Maybe
Okay.
we had few days break, so they might have time to recharge and they would go through some medical procedures and
so
physical
on.
therapy, and
Yeah.
they might actually improve and will be like, well, we believe we're fit to play.
Okay.
And it always happens in football. We've seen it a couple of times.
Okay.
Mourinho would come out and say, this player is doubtful for playing, we have to go and check with the medical team.
Yeah.
And the next game you see them starting
Mhm.
anyway, and they come out and they perform as if they never had any
injuries.
downs.
Awesome. Okay, so you're
So-
saying basically just Chedira Wusho is not going to
Yes,
play.
he's the only
So
one.
the other guys
Yeah,
could play. But don't you like, because there was this story about
yeah,
Saiz and Hakimi
yeah.
playing with painkillers in the previous games.
Mhm.
So there's that factor. Don't you think this could burn them out eventually?
It could burn them
It
out,
could
but
burn them out.
they
So-
can actually ride out throughout the tournament. And if they win, when they return back to their clubs, they would get the rest
Proper
they need
treatment.
and the proper
Okay,
treatment.
fair enough. Now let's look at another angle to this Moroccan story. Of all the World Cups played in Europe,
Yes.
all the World Cups played in Europe have been won by European teams except one, by Brazil.
South America.
All the World Cups played in the Americas have been won by South American countries,
Yes.
except one, Germany.
Yeah.
Now, the first World Cup was played outside those countries, which is in Africa. The one in the Orient, Korea, Japan, 2020, 2002 was won by Brazil, right? And then the World Cup in Africa, in South Africa, 2010 was won by Spain. Now, so there's that balance. This is the first World Cup hosted in the Arab world, and Morocco, an Arab country,
Yeah.
is in the semi-finals. Do you think that could be a factor?
That could be a factor.
So that
However-
key buys into your luck
Yeah.
theory.
However,
Yeah.
the fact that Morocco is also an African country, which a lot of sports
Sports-
analysts,
Go ahead.
analysts have
Yeah.
been predicting
Mhm.
an African country would soon win
The
the
World
World Cup. It could also play a factor being here in the Arab world. They have more of the support, being African support, being also
Arabian support.
Arab nation support.
Support.
So they have more. They have like a home
A home advantage, yeah, because I mean here
Yeah.
in Qatar we have seen
And the surprises
Yeah.
we've actually been witnessing throughout the tournament,
tournament,
is something that no one would actually expect. Maybe we've been predicting in 2 World Cups to come,
Mhm.
that is when an African country should win. But because of the surprises that we're experiencing
in
here,
this World
it
Cup.
might actually be this is the
Sooner,
World Cup.
this could be the
Sooner
World
than
Cup.
later.
So, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, like we said, could these be Africa's World Cup? Could these be Africa's World Cup? Right? I'd like to know your thoughts. You know, share your thoughts in the comments
Comments
below.
below.
Please try and share your thoughts. We'd like to hear from you. What do you think? Do you think this is Morocco's World Cup? Do you think this is Africa's World Cup? Please share your comments and don't forget to subscribe and so you can, and also click on the notification bell so you can get more notifications every time we come online. Let's